Hello, Warframe here, and welcome back to Warframe Part 32. So, if you remember from last video, we communicated. We got Paladin to communicate with Rell, and sorry, we are now looking for his manifestations. So, we finished one last time. We are going to do the next one. I am going to use Caliban, because on my main account, I actually used Caliban a lot. He was actually one of my main, well, Warframes use, because I know how to use them. I just got to, was it Razor Gara? Yeah. Because the thing with Caliban is that his passive is quite good. Because he's technically he's half sentient, allies within affinity range gain up to 50% resistance to the types of damage they are taking, whereas that constantly applies to Caliban. So Caliban has got something called sentient shielding, well, something close to it. Well, he's got sentient shielding, meaning he has the same adaptation. He can take any damage he takes. He takes less of up to 50%, like the sentients do. Although sentients tend to have stronger, but because Caliban's, well, you'll find out more about, because he came out with a new war, so I got him as soon as he came out because I love damage dealing frames, and Caliban was one who kind of took that call. So anyway, we're going to finish off. Here we go. So this also takes place on the Grenier Sea Lab tile set. So Deviri comes out in a month. So we've got to pump through these videos, these Warframe ones, and because fuck, I keep forgetting it. I got to do Hitman. Not to me. I got a few playthroughs I want to finish off first. Starting with Warframe. As soon as we do the new war, we'll get through the Veilbreaker and then Angel's Armament, and then.
I don't know if you can make Rell whole again, but whatever you're doing, this disturbance is growing stronger, resisting you. Don't let it stop you. Bring Rell home to the temple.
Is that where Rell is? Has the Veil preserved him in cryosleep as the other Tenno were on Lua?
Bro.
No. We didn't have that option.
Hang on. God, the Soma Prime kicks ass. Who needs a fucking elevator when you've got a Warframe? I feel like we're getting shot at. Ah! Yeah, boy. Die, Red Veil fanatics. I like how we have no trouble cutting down, no moral code. Try next time using an actual gun. Hey, real buddy, oh pal. Okay, that's not good.
Help me.
It's just you, alone and trapped in a transference loop. Don't give in to these delusions of void exposure. There is no man in the wall.
Don't say that.
They are here, the transference pieces. Track down these manifestations and capture them.
Hey, Rell. No. Jesus!
The manifestation is fighting the siphon. See if you can damage it.
There's one.
Embarrassed. talking and everyone looks at you. Why are you helping me? You hated me?
Another. Don't let it escape.
Come here, brother boy. Oh shit, what the?
Excited. All the spider eggs are starting to hatch.
I've been chained. Oh, these are... Where'd you go? Chained again. Stay still, Rell! Fuck! I would have captured if that fucking guy hadn't bonded me. Oh, come on! Fucking bonding me, Jesus!
Sad. Why did the babies eat the mother?
That's just the way of Spider's life.
All right. No more to be found here. Get to extraction.
Ah, my ears. Fuck's sake. Alright, there we go. Okay. Now watch this. That is Caliban's ultimate. Fusion Strike. There we go. Right, we can probably get the next one done as well. So, Devere comes out in a month, and it's, if you've seen the dev stream, or for those of you who haven't, it's a very different take on how it's played, how Warframe's played.
Operator, there is no evidence of any thing in the void. By my calculations, Rell has lost control of his transference. If we can gather these emotions, I hope he will be himself again. You will need kinetic siphons to trap Rell's emotions. Samaris will have some for sale in the relay.
So to enter, I watched I watched the dev stream, and they did kind of like a Devere Paradox special, so meaning they walked us through how to get it started and all that. So once it comes out, you actually got to go to the Zaraman itself, and enter a room, which I'll show you once we do the new wall.
How could Rell have lived this long without the long dream?
In a way, he didn't. He knew his mortality would undo his purpose. So he gave
Now this
up
is
his
where
humanity forever. He
Tenno
committed
immortality
his
comes
soul
into
to the
question. We
undying
don't...
vessel.
Supposedly we're immortal, and then we get this.
Yes.
Rell's the only Tenno to have really truly died.
In the depths of the sacred temple, an eternal vigil against the indifference.
And you believed him. You helped him do it.
Yes. After everything you've seen, wouldn't you?
So if you... I'll quickly explain this. So obviously, Rell was a Tenno. So in the lore, it stated that Margulis actually, was blinded by the Tenno powers. If you've seen one of the, actual... Can I wait till we come back to her? Have you seen any of the actual, was it... the quests we saw on the ships in the beginning episodes of the blood writing on the wall. That was actually where is he? Oh, that was actually you'll see that he was what is it? It was blinded. She cast him out, as in he blinded Margulis by accident. And because of that, she cast him out, meaning she cast him out of the Tenno. Where is he? Oh, let's try and concentrate. Sorry guys, hang on. No, not an ass. This really pissed me off so long ago.
The manifestation is fighting the siphon. See if you can damage it.
Oh, actually that's a good idea. Carl! Where'd he go? Oh, fuck. Fucking lucky. Stay still! Manifestation of Rell's emotion.
It's too strong for the siphon.
I got it, relax, I got it. We're bonded again. Fuck off!
Meeting someone new and can't say hello.
That's right, you go, you do it, my grenade brothers. Oh, lucky, don't almost die there. Oh, shit. So, yeah, she blinded, she cast him out, is one of the blood writings on the ships of the walls, or yeah, ships. When we investigated the Steel Meridian ship, that was actually one of the, blood writings, quotes, on the walls.
Scared. You look around
and so, he accidentally, so he didn't do it on purposely, he blinded Margulis because he couldn't, at that point in time, the Tenno could not control their abilities. They could not control the void powers they were given, and so they often lashed out, well, because they couldn't. One, because they were still teenagers at that point. They hadn't had the wisdom they had. Oh, for fuck! They didn't have the wisdom they have now, and they were still teenagers. So technically, if the Archon and the Archon treated them badly, they were kids at that point. So naturally, they're gonna fucking lash out if the Archon treated them badly. And there were cases. There are cases of Tenno who have attacked, well, who have lashed out and actually hurt, accidentally hurt Archon. The Archon. Well, probably not accidentally, more like intentionally, but I mean, I can't blame them.
What must be done next?
Eventually, though, obviously, Muggles came with transference theory and all that. But the thing is, fuck, I keep saying, so Rell, back on topic, Rell, was cast out, so he actually wasn't put into the Long Dream like the Tenno were. And he, unfortunately, we don't actually, technically, Rell is the first Tenno to actually die permanently after this mission. His spirit actually goes on the afterlife. Now, Tenno are supposed to possess, well, the Tenno and the Archon Emperors, the Orc Emperors were, the Tenno are supposed to possess something called an aura, which is basically, supposedly players think it's the Tenno soul basically in the void, basically apart from the body in the void. And what usually happens when your soul, what happens to your soul, your body when it usually is when your soul's away? Usually, in some movies or culture, or pop culture or media, if your body dies, it just resurrects. It can't die until your soul is back in your body. I like to think that's the case with the Tenno, but in the Tenno's case, literally nothing can get to their soul. So it's stated in law that in order to actually kill a Tenno, permanently kill them, another being who has access, who has the ability of an aura, or who has an aura, literally consumes the other person's aura. So basically consumes the soul, I suppose you could say. That's how the Orc Emperors were killed
in a transference loop
by the
for
Tenno.
this long. The psychological effects could have been catastrophic. This man in the wall, these delusions, symptoms of the void exposure all Tenno experienced. I hope that Palladino can find peace for Rell, so this never happens again.
But yeah, as I was saying, the Tenno, Rell was... what was I saying? Rell was, unfortunately, didn't go to the long dream, so... I think the Tenno's body do age until they're about...
Our temple, our home, his tomb. Come,
Sorry.
meet our guiding light.
The Tenno may not be immortal. I like to think they're immortal because they, obviously, their soul's in the void. Their aura is technically in the void, so I like to think that nothing can... Well, that nothing can happen. Well, it's obviously their body can be killed, but their soul can't be killed. So if you get what I'm saying, the body can be killed, but either it reforms or they pull another... I like to think another body reforms over time. But in saying... Oh, nice. But in saying that, there's a thing called eternalism in the Warframe universe, which means if one copy of a body of a Tenno that Tenno dies, for example, my character, if one of my character dies, then another copy is brought from another timeline. It is supposedly what players think eternalism is, which they might be correct, but we don't actually know, technically speaking, I think. But in saying that, I prefer the theory of...
It is time for Holy Rell to rest. But I cannot bring myself to do it, to let him go. He's kept us, all of us, safe for so long, and it's time for you to carry on. Release him, Tenno. Destroy the chains that bind the harrowing vessel. He's earned his rest.
So, I like to think that if a Tenno's corporeal form is killed, is killed, then they simply, they fade into void dust or whatever you call it, or ashes, because they're so fucking old. Usually, an immortal entity that's old and dies, and their immortality snuff out, they usually turn to dust. I like to think that is what happens to Tenno, and then their body simply reforms into a new one over time. I like to think that's what happens, but in saying that, I don't actually know if that theory is true. I like to think that's what happens, but yeah. But Rell's the only actual recorded Tenno to die. Maybe it has something to do with his aura being consumed. Oh no, actually that will make sense. Now that I think about it, I'm speaking anime, and I completely forgot what my character actually is. So, technically speaking, Rell's corporeal form, so basically what's happened, I think, Rell's mortal body, obviously, died. So, his spirit obviously lingers on because of having an aura. His mortal body, his spirit lingers on, but instead of his body reforming anew, he bound his spirit to his Warframe, known as Harrow, which is a Warframe you can get now. But he bound his spirit to his Warframe to watch the men in the war, to make sure the men in the war can't escape the void. Well, for now. Problem being is that as the Tenor regain their powers, that barrier between the Void and the material world, or the material universe, is being weakened. I like to think it's because every time we use our Void powers, I like to think it's being weakened. So yeah, you'll get to see his true form at the end of the New War anyway. The barrier is finally broken then. So Rell has been protecting us for centuries. So he's been going through this for centuries, and despite his condition, he's been handling what no other Tenor possibly could. Now he's been battling this very powerful entity for centuries. So keep that in mind, along with him having his spirit bound to the mortal plane and his Warframe for so long, it was natural he was going to go mad eventually. So, in order to put him to his rest, we kill him. Not kill him. Well, we destroy his vessel, and thus his spirit is free to go. So he passes on to the afterlife or whatever, and basically we kill his. We kill him. We strike the killing blow, and that allows him to. Well, that basically, I don't know how the specifics behind consuming the aura, but I'm assuming somehow, in order for a person who contains an aura to permanently die, they must be hit by one who possesses an aura as well. Maybe that just damages the soul directly, I don't know. It's fun to think about. But in speaking that, yeah, so Rell is a Tenno. So naturally, us being a Tenno, we're actually going to be able to kill him permanently. Put him out of his misery. But yeah, so if another Tenno attacks another Tenno, they can theoretically kill them.
You may enter here,
permanently,
but only as your true sacred form.
Oh, I can't actually enter my Warframe. Here he is.
Holy Rell, you have sacrificed enough. Pass on your burden and rest. Tenno, destroy the chains. Only your sacred power will damage them.
Alright. So, yeah, here we go. We destroy Harrow's chains. But before we do that, this is Harrow. I know it's probably not good. I'll go to the store soon and show you the actual photo of the Warframe. Useless pile of junk. There we go.
Tenno, something's wrong. That's not Rell. That's...
Let's have a little quiet. It's my turn to ask the questions.
Well, love, I told you. You can't pet her that hard. Be gentle or she'll bite. Are you okay, Rell?
I won't let you take
me from me.
What have you done to Rell?
Your mom.
Tenno! You need to save him from this. Destroy the chains.
How dare you laugh at him? You should be ashamed of yourselves. Don't look away. Look at him. He's not invisible.
Rap, tap, tap. You let me in.
Oh. Where's that archer?
Mama's not herself, Rell. I think you should wait with the other kids until they fix the ship. I love you, but you have to go. Go!
The in kids don't
Ow.
care about the invisible outs. If you were alone in that drift, you'd need a friend. Even like me.
By sacred shadow and righteous blood, blessed Rell, your aged vessel is dust and your chains are broken. Be free!
But the man in the wall, who will...
They will have to. All of them. They owe you this. We all do.
Yeah, I feel...
Go on, Rell. Which one?
Hang on, where is it?
This one, Mama. I feel... tired.
Good, Rell. You were learning. Well, why don't you have a little rest then?
Okay. Okay, Mama.
And he is at peace. So there you go. That was the end of Warframe. Chancellor. Rell is now at peace, and everything is fine with him. So there we go. Right. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. So this is what happens when you complete the... Well, is it the War Within or is it Chainsaw? It doesn't matter. After one of these quests, this thing appears. And this is actually, well, what happened... That is actually what happens when, well, when you finish. That's actually, the man in the wall mocking. Well, he just mocked me. So he appears in your... When you complete those quests, he appears in the form of your operator and mocks you. Basically tries to surprise you. And I will say he has actually scared me after the couple of years, after the few years of me playing this game, he has actually scared me quite a few times. I will admit that. So he is a fucking creepy bastard in the new war as well. So fucking wait till that. He's fucking creepy. Just the way he presents himself, the voice actor did fucking good. They owe it. They did really well on that fucking thing. Like, holy shit. But anyway, enough of that. We are actually at the end of the video. So, if you enjoy, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. The next video we are going to do,
Stand by
before you head off,
analyze the intelligence profiles of the
Right.
Grineer. Error. Not a
we're going to do a
number.
apostasy prologue, and then we're going to do sacrifice. Apostasy prologue only lasts for about 5 minutes, so it's a very short quest. It's actually a prologue basically to, the final part of the chapter of Warframe. The sacrifice, well, when I mean final chapter, I mean the final chapter of the Sentient chapter, I suppose you could say. Now, this chapter has been 8 years in the making, so I'm looking forward to seeing the future chapter. The next chapter, I think, is to do with the Man in the Wall. So I'm interested to see what's after that. Actually, I wonder if they've actually written that far yet. The future plans after what they're going to do for the next after Man in the Wall. But yeah, I wish they would bring Void Blast back as well. That was so fucking useful. I miss that power. So Apostasy Pro, as well as I missed the fucking Energy channel as well. Apostasy Prologue we'll do in the next video, as well as the first part of the Sacrifice. So, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. And with that, I shall see you. Farewell for now, Initiate.